The introverted and extroverted creator. Imagine a guy named Marcus, quiet, brilliant, wired for deep thought, slow burns, and intricate creation. But somewhere along the way, Marcus convinced himself that he had to be someone else to make it. He started forcing it. Louder posts, fake networking events, hollow collabs just for exposure. He buried his real style under a mask that he thought people actually wanted. And what happened? The spark that made him dangerous, that raw, that savage creativity he actually had, it got buried under the noise. His work got weaker. He felt emptier, and worst of all, he started believing that he wasn't good enough. But the truth was brutal and simple. Marcus didn't need to change who he was. He needed to create like the person he already was. Creativity doesn't reward pretending. It rewards owning your nature and sharpening it until the world can't ignore it. You don't need to become louder or quieter. You need to become more of who the hell you already are. Let's break it down. Now let's talk about the bottom tier, the foundation, understanding your creative core. Before you build greatness, you have to build on truth. Yours, not somebody else's. Now about your energy source, internal versus external. Introverts, of course, generate energy internally. Extroverts, they tend to generate energy through interaction. And if you fight your natural energy source, you're walking into battle already half dead. Now about your stimulation needs, silence versus chaos. Introverts thrive in silence, decay in noise. Extroverts need movement. They rot in stillness. If your creative environment doesn't match your wiring, your ideas will suffocate before they can even breathe. Now about your focus style, depth versus breadth. Introverts, they dive deep, 1,000 miles down into one idea. Extroverts, they move fast, 1,000 ideas moving all at once. Neither one is superior. Both can build empires if they stop pretending to be something they're not. Now let's talk about the middle tier, your developmental process, building with your strengths. Knowing yourself isn't enough. You actually have to weaponize it. How about your creative habits? Protect versus expose. Introverts, they need protection. Defend your time, defend your mind, defend your process from the leeches and the noise, right? Extroverts, on the other hand, they need exposure. Chase the chaos, embrace feedback, sharpen through collisions. Force yourself into the wrong method, you'll either burn out or you'll fade out. Now about your growth strategy, refine versus expand. Introverts, they grow by sharpening what's already there. Extroverts grow by stretching into new spaces. One builds a sharper sword, one builds a bigger army. Both paths destroy the lazy and reward the ruthless, though. Now let's talk about the top tier, your full creative potential or signature creation. At the very top, the fight isn't about introversion or even extroversion anymore. It's actually about signature. Now about your creative identity, ownership without apology. You're not too quiet. You're not too chaotic. You're dangerous because you create from who you actually are. You see, real success, it comes when you stop fixing yourself and start amplifying yourself. Innovation is born at the brutal intersection of truth and creativity. Now let's talk about the creator's call, when we stop pretending and start wrecking. Your creativity is rotting or it's rising based on one question. Are you building from the real core or some sad fake version you think the world wants? If you're drained, you're ignoring your real energy. If you're stuck, it's likely that you're choking your real environment. If you're failing, it's likely that you're creating from fear instead of fire. Marcus almost lost everything that made him a real creator, because he bought into the lie that you have to become louder, faster, more seen to matter. Don't make the same mistake. Build from where you're strongest. Build with who you really are at the center of the blueprint. So here's my challenge to you. Your call to action is simple, but it's ruthless. Look at your creative life. Are you protecting or exposing your energy? Are you thriving in silence or chaos? Are you refining or expanding? And are you doing it your way? Drop a comment below. Tell me, introvert or extrovert, what drives you? What's the one strength that you need to lean into harder? Now go and create like the savage, unstoppable original you were always meant to be.